I just thought I'd let that song finish. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. I hope you're all doing good. Oh dear, here we are. Hello, Lily. Hello, J.A. Hello, Deary. Hi. Welcome on in. Kath, hello. Hope you're doing good. Jess, welcome on in, everybody. I think everything's mostly working there. Let's have a look, shall we? Pop. Post is okay. Pop. Bitrate is unstable, so that's good. We love an unstable bitrate. I'm not sure as to why. I've got a little bit of fuzzing just down here in this corner. There isn't anything in the way right now, at least as far as I can see, that's blocking the light from fully getting to the green screen. I must have moved a monitor or moved something that's in the way, and it's blocking a tiny amount of light, just a teeny bit here, from hitting the green screen. Not a big deal, like, it'll be fine, I'm sure. See, I can move things back in the way, and they're even more in the way now. Reality is foxing a little, exactly. It's like, give me a top hat of your choice. Ooh, excellent. Well, in that case, I shall go with this one. I shall throw that on here. But yes, welcome on in. Also, hello, Brian. Hello. Yeah, I don't know what's causing that. I do wonder if I slightly... Because one of the things I did was I cleaned my desk. So I had to take a lot of stuff out, move things around to kind of give the desk a proper wipe down and all that jazz. So I wonder if I've just slightly adjusted something, and as a result, this tiny little bit of stuff. Since when does Fox News have anything to do with reality? Hey, but also, yeah. Ain't that the truth? But yeah, it'll be fine. Particularly when I shrink down to a tiny size, it'll be a very small amount of something. What I need to do is I need to put a little bounce over there, like just a white A4 page, to just bounce a tiny bit of light back up at the bottom of the green screen. Sorted. It ain't. That's kind of the point. Well, yes, exactly. That was indeed the point. And yeah, Lily, let me know what you would like. Just let me know, and I shall get you one. But yes, so today, double feature, because I don't want to go 1 week in between Blueprints games, but at the same time, there are lots of other games. Okay, third hat and the third stack. Get all the stacks out in order. So 1, 2, 3. Third hat. 1, 2, 3. Nice. That works. Shoop. Was third hat, third stack? Yes. There we go. Perfect. Third hat, third stack. Boop. Double feature. But my iPad only has one screen, right? Could you imagine me trying to play both at the same time? That would be interesting for sure. But yes, let us have a look then. So, pop. We shall fire up the game. Just double checking. Did I close my work VPN? I did. Right, let's play. It's so funny when I go to my Steam library. There's so many games between Blueprints and the start of the queue because it's going multiple days in between. So yeah, let us jump back in. I'm gonna get my pad and pen as well, so I have them handy too. Pause that musics. And yes, before I forget, cheers all. Clink. Hey, Scumfang, welcome on in. Oh, that's better. It's far too warm here, though. It really is. It's stuffy. It's very stuffy. Oh, and we should have our notes available. Are they working? Yes, notes are working. Cool. We now have 2 music sheets collected, so that's good. Blueprints audio. There we are. Nice. Zoop on down. See, there we go. Who could even tell that reality's bleeding a little bit? Day 14. So yeah, we did make some progress previously. It didn't feel like because we got so close to getting to the antechamber, we managed to open a door, but we just couldn't get a piece that gave us any of the turns we wanted. And we didn't have enough rerolls, and we didn't have any gems, and we did our best. But we are learning gradually as time goes on. We are making progress, so we shall jump back in day 14 and see how it goes. And then probably after like a couple of hours of this, we'll jump into White Knuckle for the last hour or so. They added the settings to turn off the dithering, so that should make it a little bit easier on the video encoder, so maybe less of a blockies situation, hopefully. I guess we'll find out. So, interesting thing I was thinking about with this, especially now that I have an allowance. Yoink. Interesting thing I was thinking about with this. My general thought was to go to the outside first and to roll a door outside and see what we get, because that's a thing we can do before we start. However, I'm wondering if it is worth for a proper run, should we be... I think this is somehow the first Blueprint stream we've got. Oh wow. I think this is our... I played the demo like briefly yonks back. I think this is our 4th stream of it. So like it's a repeat roguelike kind of vibe. So you haven't missed huge chunks. But yeah, I think this is our 4th one. I don't know if you know anything about the game, or if you want a kind of a 1-sentence summary, because it's a very easy 1-sentence summary. If you would like one, just shout. But yeah, I do wonder if I should be trying to see if I can get a reroll before I go to the place outside. Long term, that might be the play. But yes, we are... Yeah. Because my thought is, if I can get the room outside that we want with the lever, then that will dictate how we do some of the rest of the game. I got some money. 1-sentence summary will be lovely. Oh, excellent. Perfect. Okay. 1-sentence summary. We are the grandson of Herbert S. Sinclair, the former owner of this estate. In his will, he left a stipulation that I was to be invited to come here with the instruction that I need to find the 46th room of his 55-room estate. So there is a 46th room that nobody knows about. If I can't find it within a reasonable time, that arrangement will lapse. If I can, I inherit the house, the grounds, and all of the mysteries contained within. And everybody seems to know in world about the fact that this house is weird and the rooms move around and you can change where the rooms are. It seems to be an accepted fact of this weird house. But yeah, that's basically the 1-sentence summary is, I am here and I am trying to find a hidden room. If you have a 1-sentence summary. Hey, Maud, welcome on in. So, if I had been able to re-roll, for example, this would have been interesting. I've been to the hovel before. Let's say I have the hovel in my notes, I think. Yes. I've been to the hovel before, and I've been to the shelter before. I just don't think I wrote it down because it was there wasn't much to note. So I'm going to take the shrine because I don't think I've ever been in here. I think last time I didn't take it because I didn't have anything to offer. So previously, I didn't have anything to offer. Now, there's nothing to stop me coming back here in a few minutes after I maybe have something to offer. I have a coin, which may or may not be... enough. But when you only have one coin, 1 coin is all you can offer. I only have the 1 coin. It's all the money I have. You have received, ooh, the blessing of the dancer. While drafting, you may pay diamonds to spin floor plans. Oh my god, rotating of rooms? Ooh, okay, that's cool. That's very cool. I need to make a note of that. I need to add the shrine to our list of rooms. That is good to know. So I have just given myself a quick note about the shrine. That's very useful, given what happened to us last time we played. Let me know, by the way, how my volume is and how the game's volume is. Although I might just be shouting because I'm excitable. So that's cool. I think actually I do have the volume up a smidge. Yeah. I had the volume up a little bit for Marvel Rivals because sometimes hearing people's clippy clomps is useful. So that I could shoot them in the face with an acorn. Yes! As is my entire life now. Okay, so we will start in the place proper. Incidentally, this is the letter that explains the stipulations. I can't bring any tools onto the estate from outside the house. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate, and I may not stay inside overnight. Those are the rules. So, let us make a start. I'm going to go this way. Okay, parlor, and start off with hopefully some gems. So yes, welcome to the parlor. We will grab the key. The rules as always. It's been interesting seeing these change and get slightly less typical as time has gone on. The statement on the white box is true. There is a second wind-up key in the room. This box and the white box are both empty. Now, previously, they said there are 4 boxes in the room. What if there is a second wind-up key in the room? Like, what if it is here somewhere? It's like, can I confirm whether, I'm looking under the cushions, whether or not that is true? Because that would be brilliant. There is a second wind-up key. That would be epic. Because if I find a second wind-up key, then we know. If I don't find a second wind-up key, it doesn't mean one isn't here, because obviously absence of evidence is not evidence of absence, but still... I don't see one. I may be wrong. I am not seeing one unless someone in chat has spotted it while I was shooping around. So I don't think there is a second wind-up key in the room. I think there is only one. It'll be very cool if there isn't and I'm wrong. This will be the first one of these we've failed in this playthrough. I think I failed one in the demo, or I didn't get the answer and Sue got it and saved the day. Yeah, I don't see another wind-up key. So I'm going to go with that is not correct. So at least one lie. So if this is a lie, one of these two has to be true. This box and the white box are both empty, so if that is true, then the gems are in the blue box. The statement on the white box is true. Now, if this is false, then this is also false, which means this is true. This box and the white box are both empty, so the blue box has to be where the gemstones are. This all hinges on whether or not there's a second key hidden somewhere in this room. Nope, we're good. Imagine it's like tucked in a corner. I still think they're going to put something on a shelf. They're going to just sit it on the shelf and you're not going to see it. But for now, we are good again. Pine and pin, which I think we already have. Let me check my wall letters. I'm almost certain we do. Pine and pin, yes. Okay, let us proceed. So yeah, for those of you who haven't seen this before, this is how you draft the rooms. You basically get to pick from a series of floor plans, a series of blueprints, what comes next. If you can afford it, you can pick a particular room. If you can't afford it, you have to kind of go with what you're given. Sometimes you can re-roll. We now have this option here to rotate. So if I didn't like the direction of the doorways, I could change the direction and go somewhere else. That is extremely powerful as a bonus. I'm going to go for a bedroom. From watching, there's a room upgrade to get a second key. So if you had that upgrade, that would be even sneakier because you'd be like, oh fuck, I have that upgrade. Now I've got to check every single inch of this room just in case this is the time. That'd be clever. I liked the one though where one of the boxes was blank. That was neat because it's like blank isn't a positive or a negative statement. It kind of very nicely changed the dynamic. Okay, let's see, what do we got today? Oh, bath and bat we've had before, yes. And there's nothing in here in terms of looty booties. Nope. Same picture of what's her name? That's Clara, isn't it? That's Clara Epsom, I think. I think that's Lady Clara Epsom. I think at one point I thought that might be our mother, but it's not a picture of her. Okay, so we've got the pantry, which will allow us to continue up, or the commissary. I'm going to pick the pantry because I'm going to take the money and the food. So that's neat. Pop, 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 pop. That's another thing. If you don't need an apple, you could leave the apple and see if you got tasty apples bonus later on. That'd be kind of cool. The kind of stuff you don't think about when you're playing through the first few times. Okay, car and cart I think we've already got. So let's carry on up. So I could have, for example, had the observatory now, got a tasty apples bonus, and then grabbed the apple later on my way back again. The den. I do love the observatory. The den gives us 2 doors, though. We'll take the observatory because I love it. We'll see how we get on. Right, what day are we on? We're day 14. I think we're on 16 star days, so we should get some good deals. Diamondus Major, nice. Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common. One does simply walk into 4 doors. Nice. So I will take that. Oh, what are the thingies today? Peak and peas, or peas and peaks. Yeah, so I think that's what that is, peak and pea. Okay, let's see. We hate the weight room. Ooh, we've got the foudoir. The foudoir is one of our upgraded rooms, and it gives us a door out and up, and we don't have to deal with the negative consequences of losing half our steps. So let's take the foudoir. The thing is, I might leave the apples here for later, because there's a chance we'll have to come back around to take another route. So I might leave these apples here as a backup plan. I'm going to take the gem, though, from here. Because I think it always has a gem in it. I don't think it ever has anything else than a gem. I don't think it has, like, keys, but we'll take that. We've already got the letter. I assume it's always letter 4? Yeah. Okay, cool. Neat. Right, onwards. Ooh, the cloister. I can finally afford the cloister. We've never been in the cloister. However, the Great Hall is one of our important rooms. Now that I have it, I feel like I have to take it. I want to see what the cloister is like, but this is more important. However, I don't have lockpicks, and keys, so I will have to come back to this room if I want to try and open all the doors. But yeah, we're gonna take it because it's an important one. How many of these are going to be now locked? Imagine it's every single one of them. It shouldn't be every one of them, though. It's every one of them. Ah, brilliant. So every single one of them is locked to start with, which means we have to go around in a loop. So I'm going to leave those apples there to feed us later. So that was less than ideal. We got a bonus for the bedroom, though, so that helps us with 2 of the rooms we walk into anyway. So let's see if we can pass up around the outside. Hopefully get some keys. Passageway, even with our gem requirement, is a good choice. Again, those red rooms are 4-door rooms, which is kind of annoying, but we'll take the passageways. Is this locked too? Oh, it's not, thank goodness. Oh, hey! God, we're getting every red room now. Constantly getting red rooms. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello indeed. Welcome in, Birthday Raid. Yes, happy birthday again, Kelly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome on in, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I should have cake in Kelly's honor. That's what I should do. Hey, Dimples. Welcome on. Hope you're doing good as well. Nice to see you. Yes, I should have cake in Kelly's honor because, you know, that's what we do. But just welcome to Blueprints White Knuckle Night. So basically, is your video game, does it have a colour in the title? If it has a colour in the title, I might be playing it. Seems to be how it goes. But yes, welcome in. Let me get a cake out. And we will observe the important rituals. Such as the way. Let me find fire and a candle. Okay, Corbin, I have fire. Let me find a candle of some sort. That will do. That will do nicely. Excellent. Right, let me zoop back to the lobby so we can do the important birthday doodads. Fire. Nice. So yes, happy birthday, Kelly. Happy birthday. Oh, hold on. This button. Hey, happy birthday. I hope you have a lovely one. And thank you for the cake. I still think it was an accidental stroke of genius that I found a way to eat cake constantly. Because it's always somebody's birthday somewhere. But yes, I hope you're having a lovely birthday so far. I hope the rest of your stream was good. Cheers. Clink. So yeah, this multiple doors thing in the game is giving us some trouble. This might go badly for us. I wonder when you rotate a room, does it stay the same room, same cost and boons, or does it change to another type with that orientation? There's one way to find out. We could try and rotate the dark room and see what happens. Or rotate security and see what happens. Yeah, fuck it, let's do that. Okay, let us zoom back into the game. But yes, welcome on in, Raiders. Obviously, Kelly, if you've got to raid and run, totally understand. But thank you very, very much for hanging out. Let's try rotating. Okay, so it changed their orientation but kept the requirement. The weight room didn't change because it was a 4-door one. But yeah, it's a great blessing. This one, oddly enough, has actually, this rotation has actually, wait, I could just do it again though. How many times can I do that? It costs me a gem, so every time I have a gem I can just do it again. Right, okay, that's neat. So, good to test. So let's go into the, see if there's anything for us to pick up in here. I'd really like a key. I could really, okay, rod and road we've done. I could really go for a key. There we are. Any new notes? No. Okay, please don't be locked. Okay, not locked, good. We can still afford to go in the cloister, so I'm going to take the cloister because we've never been in the cloister. Sweet. Okay, it has a dig spot, that's cool. It has a keypad door, but sadly I don't have a key card anymore. That one may or may not be locked. And this one... Oh, this is one of the great hallway ones. I think I can step into this for only one. Can that open now? Okay, so that's still locked on that side. Okay. So the cloister is just a green dig spot, but it also has a keypad door. Hopefully this isn't locked. Okay, so we're totally screwed because of the lack of keys. So we now have to go back and go this way. We do have a couple of spare apples in the food war, so we have those saved for future usage. God damn, weight room. Okay, I'm going to take the nook and then see if I can curl back around. We'll see what happens. Yeah, no, being able to rotate for just the cost of a gem is great. Okay, so we finally have a key. Artwork. Tier and tie. Okay. Okay, corridor. Commissary brings us back around. So we could loop back around to the entrance hall and then go from there, but I'm going to go with corridor and hope we get something good. If not, this is going to be a very short run. And then in terms of spare loot, any keys or coins, stairs and stars. Nope. Okay, please don't be locked. Okay, good. A den, that's good. We'll take a den. Well, we have to, but we'll take it. Ooh, it's got a box. I could use my one and only key to open this and hope it's got more keys in it. Sometimes they do. Nope, but it has a reroll. Okay. Yoink, 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 yoink. So, please don't be locked. Billiard room, perfect. We like the billiard room puzzle. Desert and dessert. Okay. Right. Let's do the billiard room. Okay. So starting with 20, I guess. Okay. So 2 multiplied by 6. 12. Ooh. 3. 15 is 1. Oof. Ooh, that's a fun one. So 3, 9, 3. Ha! That's a fun one. I love how a couple of them are fairly simple. It's just kind of one, and then some of them are like, here's 4. Here's another 4. Do that in the right order of operations. Good luck. We'll take it. More keys. So let's start planning our way up the road. At least we've got a reroll now as well. Okay, so we've got a courtyard which might have a shovel in it, and if it does, we can head to the cloister. We have 1 gem. I could go with a spare bedroom, but I think I'm going to spend the gem and hope. Please have a shovel or something. Oh, okay, metal detector. Yeah. I mean, I'll take it. I need to get a commissary now so I can buy a shovel. Oh, another food war. Unfortunately, the food war would knock us into a wall. The West Wing Hall is the only hall we can take, really. I could redraw, but since we've got a West Wing Hall, I'm going to take the hall. Hey, Amelia, welcome on in. Any loot? That's the letter about Lady Clara Epson. We have that. Any loot? Nope. Okay, drawing room. I will absolutely take the... Oh, I don't have the gem requirement. Okay. Storeroom dead ends us, and the game is... Oh, we can always go back around and use our keys, but I'm hopefully going to try and get past and around. So let's do a redraw. The garage will get us outside, but it has a gem requirement. This has a gem requirement, and I ain't going back in the closet. So, we'll do another redraw. The kitchen has a gem requirement, but the dining room does not. We take the dining room. We are not rank 8, so there will be no food for us. But we will manage okay. Right. Ooh. Yoink. Okay, so I'm going to try and see what I can get over here first. See if I can get back. Yeah, I can get back over to the cloister. So let's whack a hallway in, or a spare bedroom, either of those will do, but let's whack a hallway in. And it opens that door. So now we have a way through. We also have keys for the Great Hall, so I could go 1, 2, 3 and open a couple of doors here. Like this one and this one. But I need to open this one too, so I need 3 keys. So I'm gonna try these first and see if we can get... Ooh, the music room. 1 major key, 1 minor key. Well played, game. So I'm not going to get passed through here, so I'm going to take the storage room, because that will give me money. Swimbird, hello. Money, a key. That's it. Yeah. Oh, bath and... Oh, that's tube and tub, I think. Okay, so let us bounce across to the... Well, I should try each doorway while we're here. Please don't be locked. Okay, so that's locked. So I'm gonna need to use a key. Okay, okay. Also, I need to get back to the food wire at some point and pick up my apples. Hey, Zero. Ooh. Okay, the metal detector is pinging. So the metal detector is pinging for something. Probably, possibly for that, but yes, welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for the raid. Horns up indeed. Hello, Catherine, Zero, J Lady, Lily, Lab Goblins, closing of tabs. Welcome on in. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Great Hall. And I'm going to have to use a key to open this. So I wish I had one more key. But since I don't, I'm going to open this one. Hey, Jelly Bellatrix, welcome in. Oh, stack of jewels, but not the room I was hoping for. Fire and fur. We've seen that one before. So we're now short on keys and good on gems. Okay, I've got to take the rotunda. Or I can try and reroll. I'm not taking any of these. This has not been a good run. Do I see anything in there? No. Here's hoping it's not locked. I could take this opportunity to step back into the food wire. I'm going to do that. But yes, cheers. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, excellent mug for today. Welcome in, folks. Clink. Also, welcome in, Sue, on your new phone. But yes, welcome on in, everybody. Okay, let's take our apples, get our steps back. It's better than nothing, eh? I wish I had my lockpicks, but we will carry on as best we can. So, this is the rotunda. Please don't be locked. Okay, you're not locked. Okay, I can afford a commissary, so let's buy the commissary. Tiger and Tyr still can't play this game. Okay, let's see if we can buy a shovel. Do I want to buy a gem? I mean, I might as well. Okay, let's check the next door. This will be our last hope Okay, the library we can take. I see something on the table. It might be a gem. I don't see a key. It is indeed a gem. I haven't selected a book to take out. Now, previously we took out Swimbird by Mom, and we took out the Pump Manual. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Let's ask for that. So next time we come to the library, there will be a book for us. Planet and Plane. Please don't be locked. Okay, it's locked and we're out of keys. Okay, we are kind of screwed. Let's hope we dig up something useful, because this might be a very short run. Still, it's all good. We do our best. I could, of course, rotate this and try and pick a different door, which is kind of cool. But let's go to the cloister and do a dig. It's so weird that it's pinging. I think there's something in one of these side rooms. But let's dig up this. Oh, because we don't have a dig. I do have a dig though. I have a shovel. Why can't I dig that up? I have a shovel. How do I... What in the world? Am I missing something? I just want to dig a hole. I just want a game about digging a hole. Apparently not. Like, I have my shovel. Why can I not click on that? This is not a game about digging a hole, but all games, I mean, ultimately are games about digging holes. Okay, I will, I guess, go hallway, dining room, west wing, courtyard, and try and dig up something useful there. This is going to be a short run. Because that one was locked, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, did I do these? Oh, cotton coat. Okay. So, yeah, west wing, courtyard. Damn it. Okay, let's make sure my shovel is working. So it's working if you get close enough. Of course it finds alcohol. Last chance. A coin. Yay. Yeah, maybe there's something I'm missing. Let's well, we've got to go back because I got nothing otherwise. So we're all out of luck otherwise. I wonder if I'm missing a mechanic. I swear it's pinging this room. What am I missing? There doesn't seem to be a way through. But there's very clearly a diggy hole. Yeah, there's no jump. And I cannot point at it close enough to select it. No. Well, balls. Is that literally every room? Yeah, I think that's literally every room. I think we are completely screwed. We got basically no keys, and got entirely shut down almost immediately. I shouldn't have taken the Great Hall. I took the Great Hall because I knew it was going to be important later, but without the keys and with no keys in this, we got completely screwed. Oops. Did I just go around in a big loop? I think I did. Oh, welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. Theo Solomon, hello. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Provoke the blade and suffer its sting. It's the raid of frontiers. Hello. Well, I try to avoid provoking blades. I have lived slightly longer, I hope, as a result of that. But welcome on in. Welcome, Raiders. Hello, hello. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome to what was a very short day in Blueprints. But yeah, welcome on in. Hello, Tanya, of course, again. Hi, Vermilion Frost. Lovely username. Bonjour Ellen, welcome in. Marie3D, welcome in. Irish Raven, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Fairbear, hey Fairbear, hello. Ah, nice. Well, hello. Welcome on in. Thank you very, very much for the raid. Welcome to Stephen Wanders Around. He gets lost in a house for ages. If you've not seen this game, it is a wonderful game called Blueprints, which I highly recommend checking out if you get the chance. Yeah, how are you doing, Fair? I hope you're doing good. Cardiosis, welcome in as well. Hello, hello. Yeah, well, you're here for the start of a new day, so yeah, welcome on in. Oh, I'm sad that we got kind of scuppered there by the materials. A colleague of mine got lost in his own house once, genuinely, and it wasn't like a stately home. Nice. You were like, I don't know how I got lost in a house with like 7 rooms. I don't know what happened. But yes, welcome to the palatial Mount Holly estate. The front room of which is probably as big as my entire apartment. Oh, I need to get my I forgot to get my money. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Curtis. Very, very kind of you. So yeah, let us have a look. Oh, also Irish Raven, thank you for the follow. That's very kind. Let us chuck a coin, toss a coin to our Witcher as we always do. Let us go and check out the outside room and do our best. Oh, yes, I think it does, doesn't it? I think it pops up on the shout out. But yes, thank you very, very much. Welcome on in. Also, if you'd like a hat in your honor, please let me know if you've got a favorite color, pride flag, you like space, and I will throw on a hat in your honor. Okay, let's think. Do we have a reason to pick any of these in particular? So previously, if we consult with our notes, previously the hovel, it gave us a clue, but it doesn't give us any items. The trading post, I didn't have anything to trade, but I did get an allowance token, so I might go and get the trading post again. And the root cellar was cool because the root cellar had a picture of the family tree. But once we've kind of got that, I think we're good. So I might go with the trading post again, just to sort of take advantage of that if I can. Oh, give me buy pride flag if you have one. Well, I have one on me, so I shall put on a different one. It's not cold weather, but I will put on a teeny buy beanie, and I will throw that one on over here. So there we go. Now I've got 2 buy hats and a trans hat on. It's perfect. But yeah, thank you very, very much for the follow. Very, very kind of you. Okay, so yes, let us pick a trading post. So we haven't got anything to trade right now. However, can I find any other loot? Because previously I got an allowance token out of here. They won't let me pick up the boomsticks, but let's look around in case there's anything else to grab while we're here. If not, I can always come back to do a trade. No, nothing else. Okay, so no allowance token this time. That might be a one-off deal. Good to know. Now we know for future. Also, thank you for the follow. Reese's Mises. Excellent username. Well played. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Okay. Oh, hold on 1 second. My chat is not scrolling. Scroll. There we go. Okay, so let us do some exploring of the house because that was somewhat of a dead end. We shall head on to the house. I wonder how we are for time. We are playing Blueprints, which is a somewhat puzzle, somewhat explore, somewhat roguelike, roguelite, I guess. It's beautiful. if it's like being inside one of the prettiest Telltale games. Like, it's real pretty. Some of it looks a little bit like The Long Dark at times. It has a little bit of The Long Dark in its genetics. But yeah, it's like being inside a really pretty Telltale game. It's beautiful. 12 minutes, stats. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so let's take the pantry because at least then we get to do a puzzle. One of these days they're going, oh, coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional coin. Bet. I'll take that. Let us try the puzzle, which, as is explained over here, these are the rules of the puzzle. There's always at least one lie, there's always at least one truth, and the gems can only be in one box. So let's have a look. The gems are on the desk. And again, I always suspect some kind of foul play. So I'm like, which desk? This isn't a desk. Are these desks? These don't count as desks. Okay. We are sure there are no gems on any sort of surface. Okay. Good. So that is a lie. The gems are in this box. Could be true. The gems are on the floor. Okay. Hold on now. This is more straightforward than some of them have been, but could you imagine if the gems were here? Just sitting on the ground. You have to check, because they could be trying to be sneaky about it. I still think my favorite was where one of the boxes was blank. Okay, so the gems are not on the floor, that's a lie. The gems are not on the desk, that's a lie. The gems are in this box, should be true. Yeah, okay. I have not encountered a box yet that says there are 4 lights. We'll get there, I suspect. Pine and pin. Okay, let's have a look. For those of you who've never seen this game before, basically this is the mechanic. You're trying to make your way up the floor plan of the house. You are looking for the hidden 46th room in a 45-room house. And as you draw each door, you get the option to draw a floor plan. And that gives you the possibility to branch out, go different directions, possibly get yourself stuck. In game, the idea that the house has moving rooms is totally normal. People think this house is a weird magical house where the rooms move around. So it actually is in-world accurate as well as mechanically. Let's go with the den. Okay, so we get a gem. We have a bat and a bath, so we've already seen that one. There's no box in the corner this time. I'm going to try this door first. Okay, big guest bedroom will give us more steps. We only get 50 steps a day, so we need to keep an eye. If we take the nook, we'll get a key, though, and we'll move up the map. I think we're going to take the nook. It's like people go, rich people and their magic moving mansions, and roll their eyes. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's like, ah yes, of course the Baron has a magical moving house. Of course he does. That's just what you do when you're filthy rich. I mean, to be fair, I'd rather, magic room with, magic house with moving rooms than some of the shit they get up to. Okay, so this has kind of scuppered us. We can go for a nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, you gain 5 steps. We can take the guest bedroom, but either way, we have to turn back. So I'm going to take the nursery. And we will see if there's any loot in here for us to grab other than the book. Oh, banana. Perfect. So there's a lovely book about the Red Prince, which is quite nice, but we've already read that, so we shall hold off for now. I do kind of wish you could take stuff with you, but sadly not. Okay, we got a banana, which gives us more steps. Peaks and peas. So that's okay. So let's go back through and over to here. Business place seems like it will be a monumental pain in the ass. Oh, there is a member of staff who turns up to assist one of the scientists who's doing research, and she can't find her office. She turns up and she cannot find her office. because none of the rooms are where they're supposed to be, and she writes a letter kind of complaint saying that I was trying to get to do my job and I can't get to the lab because it's not where it's supposed to be. Is a good letter. Okay, we have the foudoir, which is a wonderful room which gives us extra food, or a storage room which will dead end us, or a closet. We don't like going in the closet, so I could try and rotate the foudoir and see if I can get it to point up, but either way I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. We will take the extra food and the extra gem from the safe because we know the code. Ooh, bridge and bride. Okay. I say this is part of the roguelite aspect of once you've been through, you gradually collect clues about how each room works, what the different things do, so you can make different decisions based on where you want to go. So now we're back in the starter room, and we will head over to what will be unfortunately our last chance again. These are not going well for us today. Okay, commissary or spare bedroom? Let's take the commissary. Pray and pry. Okay, I have 1 coin, so that's not a lot of money. Oh, the observatory, but unfortunately it's facing the wrong direction. Why don't I try and rotate it? Perfect. So let's take the observatory. Oh, thank you for the follow, Marmite Princess. Nice. Welcome on in. Thank you very much for the follow. Let's see what we've got. We've got stairs and stars. Okay. There is a, for those who are wondering why I keep doing that, there is a puzzle based on the pictures in the rooms that we are trying to figure out, but it's probably going to take us a month. Let's see. Clavis the key. We'll take it. The twins. A pair of chests. Okay. Farmer's apple. Ah, I wish I'd eaten my apples afterwards. Farmer's apple gives you more steps for every apple, but unfortunately I've already eaten mine today. Still, that's still good. We'll take it. So let's go this way. Please don't be locked. Excellent. Oh, the drawing room. We love the drawing room. The wonderful thing about the drawing room is it lets you redraw your floor plans. So if you don't get what you like, you can do it again. Okay, we'll start with the lower door. Guest bedroom, I think. There will be food for sale, but I don't have any money or gems, so guest bedroom. Oh, no worries at all, J.A. Thank you very much for hanging out, buddy. Sleep well. Oh, extra gem. Yoink. Desert and dessert. Cool. Hey, Toani, welcome back. Well, I patiently for my mac and cheese to cool it down enough so I don't scald my mouth. Indeed, the struggle. I'm the same with like a whole pile of stuff. I will try and nom it when it's way too hot and burn the fuck out of myself, and I never learn. One of these years I'll figure it out, you know. Okay, the pool, the dining room. I don't want to spend a gem on the pool. This adds locker room, sauna, and pump room. I do kind of want the pump room potentially though. Balls, let's take it. So this is the pool. Oh, Crow and Row. I think I've seen Crow and Row before. Let me just check my notes. Yeah, Crow and Row. Yeah, we've seen that before. Okay. Okay, let's try and keep going up. Storage room, no. Pantry, yes. I have tiny lunch pizzas where I set the timer to base. Yeah, those things get fierce hot though. Those lunch pizzas, they're ridiculous. Yoink, extra banana for food. Door is locked, we're going to use a key. Okay, locker room, I don't think we've ever been in before, but unfortunately it has a requirement. So does the security office, and we don't have a gem, so we have no choice but to pick the chapel, which means the church will take some of our money. Every time. Every time I walk into this room, the church will take a little bit of my money away because God needs my cash for something. Okay, hallway, courtyard we can't do. Library turns us back on ourselves, so we're gonna have to take the hallway. So far, the runs have been rough today, huh? How are we doing on ad time, by the way, Sue? There's a joke there, but I'm out of way location. Yeah, nope, it's all good. Oh, okay. Passageway has a general. We are totally screwed. We are not getting up the map today. Well, I mean, at least we're ending a day in time for the ad break, I guess. We're doing our best to keep capitalism happy or whatever. Fur and fire. That's all right. I might as well check out the rooms in case we find something cool, you know. The office. Ooh, there's a puzzle in the office I've never been able to solve. Again, I don't have the requirement. Oh, DC. Thank you very, very much for the raid, buddy. Right, take the bedroom. Welcome on in. Hey again, JDAD. Yes, indeed. Collapse the tabs once more. So yeah, this run has kind of turned to shite on us. Oh, we do get our book though, because we got back to the library. We got our Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, so this could actually turn out to be quite useful to have for future stuff. So I'm just going to add a quick note about it. Sightseer's Guide. Okay, let's have a look. A modest account of our town by Sir Andrew Darley. Oh, that's the picture on the postcard. Sweet. The third largest city in Fen Ares and the site of its former capital, Reddington is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. There's an underground bazaar? Sweet. Reddington is a type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. Okay, so botanical gardens. Okay. It's going to give us some instructions on flowers. I wonder if the flowers are a guide. I wonder if I need to know what that is. I'm going to take a print screen of that. Might note that in my notes later. Featherfall Keep. Great name for a keep. Hey, Kekwimi. I forgot, do you keep the keys and gems the next day? No, unfortunately, everything goes. There is a room called the Cloakroom where you can store one item for the next time you find the Cloakroom. But other than that, everything goes. You can't keep anything, unfortunately. Okay, so here's some stuff about people, though. Lord William Epsom, because we have the Epsoms. We know who they are. After the death of Lord Epsom, his own son Lionel left the estate never to return. The daughter stayed, maintaining the residence until her marriage in 1951. Is that Clara? That could be Lady Clara Epsom, who is Simon's wife, who died in like 83. Featherfall Keep, his family residence, began operating a historic house, museum, and tourist attraction. The estate was designed by National Historic Landmark in 1972. The first king of Arindo Ares was still the capital. Okay. Trinsdale Lake. The 100 Bells Tea Room. Now, the 100 Bells Tea Room... oh, hold on. My bad. The 100 Bells Tea Room we know about because the 100 Bells Tea Room is mentioned in the archives. The 100 Bells Tea Room is there was a bombing, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there was a bombing in Trinsdale, and when our mom went missing, the 100 Bells tea room was where she was having lunch. So that's cool. Mount Holly is what we see outside our windows. 80-acre mountain residence almost Reading itself. Unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. And of course, that's why we have schoolrooms, because we looked after the schoolhouse while the other school was being built. Mainway Station Bazaar. Sentimental tourists we should pick up a souvenir. So that's the bazaar. That's cool. Ooh, and a map. Who knows? Might be cool to have. I have no idea if there's even a single piece of information in there. We are also Simon. There are two Simons. Simon Herbert Sinclair and his brother Simon. And then us, the grandson. So we're named after our granddad's brother. We are also Simon. Oh, I didn't check this. So Anne Babbage, Lord Evanson, M. Laurie, and then us. I can make a note of those later. I don't think that book is going to be particularly clue-filled, but still. Okay, what's left? I better give more money to the church. As an Irishman, this stings a bit. And around we go. So last room we can check for today, and then we're going to take an ad break anyway, I guess. So, I have the gem requirements. We can check out the locker room. We've never been in the locker room before, I don't think. No, we've never been in the locker room before. So, let's make a note for it. I'm going to add a page for the locker room, because this is not a regular occurring room. Sure. I ain't going anywhere. It's a gem. Okay. Sure. It's money and a gem. Completely no point to us. How many oh wow. So you can basically, if you get the locker room, you can basically just come on in and roll a dice. Now if you have lock picks, that would be wonderful. Yeah, these are all gonna be locked. Tier and tie. Oh, thank you for the follow, Kokonuka. Much appreciated. Thank you kindly. Okay. Sadly, not great. So, unfortunately, we got dead-ended and couldn't progress up the map, so we have to call it a day. However, I'm gonna just take a wander back through. Anyway, we didn't even get to open these chests because they're both gonna be locked. Of course they are. But yeah, unfortunately, we can't keep our money from today. It will disappear. I don't even think I can trade money at the trading post. Can I make more wishes? Can I just give all of my money to the well? No. Okay. Heck of a view, though. And there's lots of secret stuff as well that we have yet to discover. Like, there's something going on down there, and I need to find out what it is. There's something going on down there. I need to find out what it is. There's something going on over there. Basically everywhere. That is, to be fair, too many Simons. Yes, there are too many Simons indeed. But yes, we shall call it here. And we will start a fresh day. But what we will do is we will take the ad break, because I think we are definitely over into the... Yeah, we are into the pre-roll times. So we will take an ad break. It's a very tiny run, like barely halfway up the screen. We'll take an ad break, and we'll be back in 3.5-ish minutes, and we shall carry on for about another half an hour, 45 minutes or so, maybe an hour, and then we'll switch over to White Knuckle and give that a couple of runs as well. An entirely different type of roguelite. So yeah, back in a few minutes. Oh, crumbs. Well, if the ads aren't currently running for you, well, we're gonna do this then. I don't make the rules. Yeah, this must be very strange for people who have no idea why this is happening. Oh, I love that one, Cake with Me. Those are great. Yen. Oh, those are lovely. I'm just sitting here eating cake. This is great. Surprise dino dance parties, they just happen when I'm not ready for them. There are, what did I say? There are 48 tracks on the playlist, and it will pick one of those tracks. Hey, welcome Raiders. Hello, hello. Gosh, all the raids this evening. Welcome, welcome. Ahoy. Welcome Raiders. Francois, welcome on in. A Night Dweller. Hello, welcome, welcome. I love the sausage with the face on it. That's nice. Welcome in Lady Tokola. Oh, hold on, it's got up to full volume. My bad. Let me turn that back down again. After a raid, it puts the music back up in case it happens during a break. Strider, welcome on in. Style, welcome in. Vitrix, Anada, Dab, welcome on in. We heard there was cake. There is. There's cake. It was Kelly the Opera Geek's birthday today. So whenever it's someone's birthday, we do this and I get cake out. It works really well because I get to eat it, so it's nice. Lars, welcome in as well. Pylarzan, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Holy heck, there's so many folks. Thank you very much, everyone, for the follows. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I wonder why that... Oh, yeah, just allow that. There we go. It does. It works out well. It was a thing I started doing just because, it was somebody's birthday. So, I get a candle and I get a lighter and I have cake and it works out well. And now I am 90% cake. It's a good life. I didn't intend it to work out the way it did, but I'll take it. I am very happy to eat cake. But just welcome on in, everybody. Cheers all. Thank you. What were you streaming this evening, Fraz? We are doing a double feature tonight, so it is part Blueprints and part White Knuckle. So does the game have a color in the title? That seems to be the theme. But yes, we have had not very successful Blueprints runs, so we're going to jump back into that now. I'm just going to pause the music and bring back the game. We will zoop on in. Obviously, if you have to raid and run and get some food and stuff, I totally understand, but thank you very, very much for raiding on in. We will jump back. But yeah, that was... let me see. Oh, Steven's actually a brilliant idea. Tiny hats and eating cake for other folks' birthdays. Yeah, exactly. So with you, the cake is never a lie. Pretty much. I think on average every year, I probably do this 30-something times. So yeah, I eat cake about 30 times a year for someone else's birthday. Ah, oh, Blueprints is great. I've been loving it so far. Obviously, if you've never seen Blueprints before, I'm happy to give you a one sentence summary. Um, but yeah, we are loving it. I only play it on stream, so I kind of every week I get to play it again, kind of thing. The hats, funny thing, for a streamiversary many years ago, we started. We decided we'd have a streamiversary to sort of celebrate, streaming for a year. Um, and I bought party hats, but they were like full size ones, like standard full size party hats. Do I actually have one to hand? I possibly don't. But full size party hat. So I put the party hat on because it was the birthday. But then somebody gifted me some subs, and I was like, what do I do? So I put on a second party hat, and I ended up with two party hats. And then someone gifted some subs, so I was like, three party hats, four party hats, five party hats. I had string stuck under my nose. I had party hats hanging off my ears. You get the idea. Unfortunately, my head hasn't gotten any bigger, so the party hats had to get smaller. So we went from a full size party hat down to this, which is a mini party hat. Combine that with a whole pile of hats that I can then put on. And then occasionally we go down to even smaller party hats than that. There is a smaller one around here somewhere. Do I have one to hand? Well, there are a couple of hats that are this size, the size of this one here. So they shrunk. They shrunk quite a bit. If you'd like a hat, please let me know if you have a favorite color, pride flag, you like space. Happy to get you a hat. There's lots of. I mean, like, I think I have 280 hats now, something like that. They're all over the place. So, but yeah. Oh yeah, there's one. There we are. Found one. So, found one. So yeah, yeah. Again, completely by accident. Totally not a gimmick I thought was of in advance. Just a thing. What happened? Ah. But yes, I say if anyone is curious as to what the game is, has never seen it before, and wants to understand what's going on, feel free to ask, and I will give you the kind of one sentence summary. I'm more than happy to. Bloop. Toss a coin to our Witcher. Let's go open a door, shall we? But yeah, so the Tiny Hat Labs thing became a thing, to the point that two of the hats are lovingly known as the Tiny Hat Labs because they are doggos in tiny hats. So it's just streaming, isn't it? It's a weird thing that happens. Let's but yeah, if you'd like a hat, I say let me know. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the tool shed because I want the shovel. I don't get the shovel. Oh, I get the lock picks though. Okay, hold on. Lock picks I love. I'm just gonna relive my best Thief 2 Metal Age life. Oh yeah, like it's. I mean, I've been streaming since 2016. You build up some in jokes over time. Exactly. Um, God, I've been streaming since 2016. Crumbles into dust. God damn. Back in my day, OBS wasn't OBS Studio. Oof. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pick a door. Okay, we are not going in the closet. Let's take the den. I like the den. Grandpa, exactly. Getting called Grandpa is quite amusing. Although the Valorant kids were good for, they were good with it. It was all good natured, you know. Okay, we've seen that one. Let's pick a door. Now we haven't got a key to open this, so unfortunately I can't open it yet. We will do our best. Ooh, planetarium is lovely. However, I need a different room. Let's take a bedroom. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Pillapal. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. This will be desert and desert, won't it? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, the general gist of this game, if you've not seen it before, is that we are the grandson of the guy who owned this house. And in his will, he's basically said, I should be invited to come here and explore. And I've been given the task of finding the 46th room in this 45-room house. So it is a secret room that I have to find. And if I don't find it, I don't inherit the house, essentially. But it isn't really about inheriting the house. It's a test to see if I'm worthy, I guess, to carry the secret. And how that works is you go to a door, and when you go to a door, you get to draw a choice of rooms. However, in-game, that's how this house is supposed to work. Everybody knows it's a magic house where the rooms just move around. Because, you know, as Sue pointed out earlier, super rich people have magic houses or something. So let's have a look. So that'll give us a hallway. This will give us money and food, but I think I'm just going to take the hallway and see if we can move up the map a bit. You've got to turn off the RNG generator. Exactly. And there are some very clever rooms. Like there are some very clever rooms where you can't see what you're drawing, or where it takes away your ability to draw rooms. There's a bunch of stuff like that. I think that's plain and plan, like floor plan. So let's keep going. Kitchen will have food for sale. Closet. I'm going to take the chapel. They're going to take my money, but it is what it is. In real life, heirs would have shown up with tools and an excavator. Like, yeah, exactly, right? The funny thing is, he says something like, it's a secret room, and not even the staff in the house know about it. And I'm like, yeah, sure. You're telling me the cleaning ladies don't know where the room is? Of course they know where the room is. Of course they do. They pretend they don't because his lordship likes to think he has a secret room. You know, it's behind a Billy the Bookcase or something. Okay, let's press on up the map. Okay, I'm gonna take the... Ooh, the garage has 3 keys. Yeah, let's take the garage. It's on the right side of the house and everything. So this is the garage. We're gonna take the keys. We don't have the car keys yet. There is a... Also, there is a room to turn this on to open this door. We don't have that right now. We did take note of Swan Song. Oh, car and card. Do I have car and card on my list of wall letters? There is a puzzle related to these, which is why I keep taking note of them. Cart and car. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This is the kind of game where you end up with notes. Extensive notes. I started with a notepad, but had to move to digital. Oh, no worries at all. Thank you very, very much for the raid. It's very, very kind of you. Have a lovely dinner. And, yeah, fingers crossed. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, take care. Have a lovely rest of your evening. And thank you very, very much for the raid. I will look after any of your folks who came in with you as best I can. I'll try my best. This is the 3rd time this month you can have been gone. Yeah, okay, we've seen that letter before. Okay. And the car is going to be locked because I don't have the keys. Yeah. Okay, we will come back to this. So, let us try a different door. We've seen Flash play this game a few times. Ah, good, excellent, good. It's always a tricky one because you've got someone who comes in who doesn't know what it is. They're like, what the fuck is he doing? Do we want a nook for a key or a pantry for money or the commissary? I'm going to take the pantry and the money. I hope I'm not spoiling anything for anyone who is kind of like playing the game and like, you know, trying to avoid the spoilies. Tier and tie. Okay, let's keep pressing up. Secret passage or spare bedroom. I'm going to take spare bedroom. Oh, something in here too, is there? Oh, minis. Yoink. And, ooh, what's this? I've never found this before. I'll need to make a note of that. Lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. Sweet. Cot and coat. Sure. Oh, let's lockpick it if we can. Yeah. Ooh. We have never been in the freezer. Money and diamond amounts will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. Oh, that's a cool room if you've got a stash of stuff. That's a great room. Imagine walking into that at the end of your day and freezing a stack of spare stuff for the next day. That is very cool. I had never seen that before. We are going to take the Nook, though. Previously, we got very close. We got up to the antechamber. We had a door open, and we got to here, but couldn't get around a corner, which sucked. But maybe this time is the time. Ooh, magnifying glass. The lucky rabbit's foot is proving beneficial. Okay, let's have a go. The office has a wonderful puzzle that I have not figured out yet. We do not have the gems, so we've got to take the corridor. Tyr and tiger. Yep. Again, I don't have. Oh, maid's chamber. We've never seen the maid's chamber. I'm going to take the Great Hall because I want to unlock the doors, but that's cool. Less likely to find items laying in the house. I don't think we've ever actually pulled that. We might have seen it before. Yeah, we ain't pulling that though. I do like that it's a double colored room though. It's purple and red. But yeah, let's take the room with all the doors. Since we have our lockpicks, we can try and use them. I don't think it works usually. Yeah. I think we've tried lockpicking these before. Let's try the one at the end. Okay, use a key. Wine cellar, no. Oh, this one is going to dead end us. Okay, we're going to take the wine cellar. We'll come back to it though. Use a key. One of these has got to give us the... No. Yeah, that... Oh, 2 more keys though. That's good. Chart and cart. Cool, cool. Goddamn. I want the one. I want the one with thingy in it. I have to keep coming back here to unlock more doors. One does simply not open all doors, apparently. Okay, we are running down here to grab these. I don't know if there's anything else in here of note. It looks like a room that should have a secret. Like, when you're a fancy rich person, you build a wine cellar, you totally hide something behind a secret door. Like, this has no wine in it. Why is there no wine in here? Because it's a secret tunnel of some description somehow. Incidentally, this is the combination crest. It is the Sinclair Holly on bars and the Epson Swan, the swim bird that the book is based on, which is kind of cool. What it doesn't do is it doesn't give me any indication as to how I get to the secret room. There's got to be a secret room, right? I mean, secret tunnel through the mountain, this is exactly when it should happen. There should be a secret lever somewhere. Tent and 10. I think I've seen before. Yes, I have. Okay. Come on, secret tunnel. Do the inevitable search for the right thing to pull on. Ding. Nothing to click on. Nope. Come on, secret tunnel. Boo. Okay. Fine. Message in a bottle? No. Yeah, exactly. There's too many things in this room. There's got to be a secret. Unfortunately, because I do not have the keys, I must try my luck with other doors. Ooh, the food wire. We like the food wire. Unfortunately, I need to unlock that door. So let's try. I'm going to take hallway, actually. We're not going to step into it, though. Okay, the pool is our only option. I could rotate, but that's fine. We'll take that. Hey, Dre. Good to see you again. Welcome on in. Ooh. That. So is that the last... Is that enough keys for the last door? Huzzah. Sweet. Pull the lever, Kronk. Ooh. Money, money, money. Nice. So, we do need at some point to get some steps in. However, we are now potentially... I know where the other lever is for one of the other doors, but potentially we can now move in the right direction. Here's hoping. Stage and stag. Oh, give me a random hat. Sure. Right. Hold on to me. Just reach over and find one. Oh. Okay. This stack. This hat. Oh, okay. It's the sun. I could feel the legally distinct wizard's hat. So I didn't pick that one because that would be cheating. But yeah, the one with the sun and stars on it. I shall throw that one on here. Whoop. There we go. Nice. Space. Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to try this door first and see if I can get something that takes us up. The parlor is a dead end. The commissary gives us an up, so we're going to take that. Also, we might use our money to buy something. What if I buy gems? I can buy a set of gems, which will make sure... I can also buy sledgehammers for breaking things, though. But I can buy a set of gems, which will make sure that I can open those doors if I get a big gem cost. Let's keep... Oh, wrong way. Let's keep going, see how we do. It's funny that we could possibly get up here without having solved some of the rooms we know we want to solve. Ooh, sauna. Damn it. Damn it. I know I need to take this, but like the 1% honorary finish part of me is like I go to the sauna. That's what I do now. Tomorrow we'll start the day with an extra 20 steps. You see, that's how cool saunas are. I need to write that down. I need to add that to the room. I did not know we even had a sauna. I hope my Finnish friends will forgive me for not picking the sauna. I might try rotate. Oh no, I don't know. I was like, I could rotate the floor plan and try and go around because I don't want to block this off. But let's take the office. The problem with that is that whatever we pick here, we're down to one door. Yes, exactly. We need to hope to find the sauna again. This is an interesting room because not only does it have the guide about the... is there actually anything secret hidden on this? No. We know we have found the lever in the schoolhouse. So we know... make sure the west and east levers are operational. Yeah, so we know where the one of the levers is. The east lever is available in the Great Hall. That's what we've opened. We know that the schoolhouse is where you find the broken lever, which is the lever for the southern entrance. Do I still have to open this one? That's a point. Maybe I need to open the northern one. And if I can't open the northern one, then I don't know if we can actually get out of the antechamber. I'd be happy just to get there, though. I just want everyone to have fun. Fan and flan, of course. Ooh, who are you? Also, is there anything hidden in this picture? Imagine like you see like a code hidden in the picture. I don't see anything. We can use the computer. There is a thing behind here. Yeah, it's like this. It's like pointing at it. There is a hidden object. How did I get it before? What did I do last time? There we go. So I still don't know what the code for this is. However, I think we might know who that is. Because I have the family tree, and I have a screenshot of the family tree, which I might just have a quick look at to see if I can recognize our friend there based off their haircut, mostly. Family tree. Pardon me while I click back through a lot of screenshots. Okay, so that definitely looks like that definitely looks like great granddad, like way back the way. Baron Thomas Sinclair. If I had to guess, that's who that is. Yeah. So Baron Thomas Sinclair. So do I know anything about Baron Thomas Sinclair that might help with figuring out what the key should be for that? Also, incidentally, we were talking about Simons earlier. This is the other Simon. I'm Simon, and this is Simon Epson. So that's Simon Epson, which actually means that that's Lady Clara. The woman with the moon pendant is Baroness Aravel, who is this dude's wife. So the parents of Herbert and Simon, Simon who married Clara, they have a daughter, Mary. That's my mum. God, trying to figure all these things out. Posh names all the way down for sure. So yes, this dude here. There's got to be a clue. Sometimes there's a clue in the room. Sometimes there's a clue in the room. Sometimes the clue is elsewhere. Like the clue for the network password is in the garage. You know, it's not in this room at all. Oh, I like the fact that we've got different colored wires. Wait, it's 5 wires, 2 green, 1 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow. I wonder if that's a hint. I wonder if the actual wire arrangement is a hint. I probably can't cut them. There's a lot of you in the room, aren't there? Okay. Like multiples of the same dude. Do I know when you were born or something? Anything to grab or magnify or look at? So yeah, got a safe. No indication of what it might be. I don't know. Only in this game. Oh, that's neat. Wait, is that a clue? Right? Yeah, it's a constant thing. This is interesting as well. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, and Herrings of the Major, but it could be Hearings. So there's an interesting question: is there a clue in here as to the code? Is it actually based on these? The only one that isn't in red is March, which is also a month. But then again, fall is also a season. Queen, Count, Lord, Barons, Major. Queen, Count, Lord, Barons, Major. Oh. What if it's Count, the Queens, Lords, Barons, and Majors? What if that's the clue? Count how many Queens, Lords, Barons, and Majors are in this room. Because the fact that there's multiples of this duder. Oh, that would be clever. That would be clever, wouldn't it? I don't actually don't know if Herbert was also a baron, but Thomas Sinclair was a baron. William Epson was a lord. The Queen will have the crown on. And was one of them a colonel? Was it a major? One of them was a major? So let's have a look. Herbie. So let's have a look and see what we get. We get 2 barons. Wait, no, that's the baron. Look, that's the baron, because the baron has the full mustachio beard without the chin thing, whatever the hell they actually call that. So that's the baron. So is it a process of elimination, and whoever is left, I don't know your rank, but whoever you are. So let's see. I do not actually know who you are then, sir. So let's see, we've got, that's definitely Herbie. 1 queen, 1 Herbie, 1 whoever this guy is. Maybe he's the major. 2 Herbies, 2 whoever that guy is, 3 whoever that guy is, 1 Baron Thomas. So yeah, I guess that's our oh, welcome home, Rogan. I guess that's our running guess. So there's 2 Herbies. I still thought he was Baron Herbert Sinclair, but I guess originally he wouldn't have been. 2 Herbies, and there's 1, 2, 3 little versions of whoever this guy is. 3 little versions of that guy, plus the big one. So that's 4 of that guy. I'm just going to call him that guy. There's 1 queen, and then there's only 1 Baron Thomas Sinclair. There's only 1 Baron Thomas. 1 Baron Thomas. Yeah. I guess if we had a better idea of whose rank was what. Who's this guy, though? Actually, who's that guy? He's not Herbie. Wait a minute. There's 2 of this guy who is not Herbie. There's 1 Herbie. There's only 1 Herbie and 1 Baron. And then there's 2 of small mustache guy. Very major vibes. So how do I find out which one of them is which? Welcome to Herbie and fake Herbie, exactly. Herbie and wishes he was Herbie. So the question is, if the clue is Count, the Queen, Lord, Baron, and Major. Also, not the same mustache as fake Herbie, and I can't see someone switching to a different mustache, a very different facial hairstyle. So seriously, is the puzzle going to end up being like 1, 1, 2, 1? So unless it's Queen, Count, Lord, Baron, Major, unless it's unless it isn't just count these, unless there is one of them as a count. But yeah, there's one queen. So it's one, and then Baron is also one. So it's one something. Lord, barons, and majors. I don't know who you are, buddy. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. Do any of them have... Lionel doesn't have a mustache. Lionel Epsom doesn't have a mustache. Oh, Lord William Epsom has a bow tie and glasses and possibly a thinner mustache. Lord William Epsom has a bow tie. So that could be Lord William Epsom. He's got a little mustache. So there could be two lords. So there could be two lords. And it won't matter if Herbert was also a baron, because Baron Thomas Sinclair and Baron Herbert Sinclair are both one. So yeah, one Herbie except no substitutes, right? So one queen, potentially two lords. There's two barons then, because the passing of the barons, there's two barons, because there's Baron Herbert and Baron Thomas. So there could be two barons and then the major. So who's the major? I mean, could it be that guy, of which there are 1, 2, 3, 4? Could it be that guy? I mean, at this point, we'll just try and brute force it. Let's try 1, 2, 2, 4. No. 1, 2, 1, 4. Is one of them a count? Balls. What am I missing? Okay, hold on. Let's log into the computer in case there's a clue in here that'll help us. Like the staff network. Run payroll. Can I see spread gold? Sure. Can I see the staff? Oh. Okay. It's like I don't actually have a list of the staff and donors and stuff in this one. Yeah, indeed, right? No. Wait. Was there anything in there that gave us... So yeah, I'm just gonna have a quick look at my Sinclair and Co page of my guide. So Baron Herbert Sinclair. I don't know what Simon would have been. I don't know who. Lord Evanson is a lord. So do any of them look like Lord Evanson? Balls. I don't know, fam. I haven't seen a picture of Lord Evanson. He's not on this page because he's not part of the family tree. Lord William Epsom. I mean, at this point, there's only so many combinations it can be because there's only so many of anything in the place. So if it is actually Queen, Count, Lord, Baron, Major, I'm assuming the person in the crown is a queen. I mean, I'm assuming that's a queen. Um, and as I say, Baron Herbert and Baron Thomas, so that's two barons. That leaves us with like two of this mustachio dude who might be a lord, and 1, 2, 3 of 4 of that dude. There's 4 of that dude, 2 of this dude, and 2 of that dude. Right? Yeah, exactly. Either a queen or a bust being used as a crown rack. Exactly. Hey, Pudglum. Hello, hello, hello. So yeah, it's got to be a combination of these. And at this point, it doesn't really matter who's who. We could just brute force it based on those numbers. Because we know Herbie's a baron, and we know Thomas Sinclair, due to there, is a baron. So we know that's 2 barons. So Count, Lord, and Major. If he's the Count, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, he's got a kind of a county vibe, so let's say it's 1, 4 for the Count. And then Lord and Major. So assuming that mustache dude is Lord, that's Lord William Epsom. Then that's a 2. And then Major, is there somebody else to pick? Who's left? Am I missing somebody? Was one of these 2 also a major? Ah, no. So, clear it. 1 queen, 4 counts, 2 lords, 2 barons, and a major? No. So what if the count is not one of the pieces? What if it is a 4-digit code? Then it's 1 queen, 2 lords, 2 barons, and a major. What am I missing? What am I missing? I feel like we're onto something. I just don't have the family tree. I feel like we're onto something. I feel like that's the clue. But since each of these is a title, matching these titles. Yeah, matching these titles. This one is in black, but I'm not sure if that's to draw our eye to the fact that we should count. Is March AM03 a clue? Wait, what? Where? What? Wait, what? Oh, like, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Could it be 1, 3, 2, 4, 2 kind of thing? Here's a funny one as well. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be Herrings or Herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect either will be suitable. So they're telling me, they're actually giving me a clue, that Herbert is a baron. But we also know that Thomas was a baron. Oh, we're so close to getting this. As in, as it's in red and it's herring, I just, oh yeah, maybe that's, maybe that's literally a red herring. Maybe it is Queen, Count, Lord, Baron. So maybe major, there is no major, and that's why we can't figure out which one's the major. It's one queen, four counts, two lords, two barons. No. No, that's not right. What are we missing? You're right, though. It's a red herring. Um, like, that's a red herring. Like, literally. Shoot. What are we missing? Flight of the Queen. There's definitely only one queen. Who the hell are you, dude? Like, for real. Just, the fuck are you, guy? There's nothing up there. One of you. That's. Oh, wait, no. Well, no, yeah, two, because there's two of them. Again, that same guy. Are they the same guy? Yeah, they're the same guy, right? Yeah, they're the same guy. And there's two of you. Are you the same guy? You look like the same guy. Yeah, they're the same guy. And another one of you. What am I missing? And we know you. That's Simon and Clara. I mean, Lady Clara, does that mean he's a lord as well? This fucking guy, right? This fucking guy. Technically, actually, is Simon a lord? Because it's Lady Clara Epsom. So does that mean that Simon Sinclair is also a lord? So, yeah, I think the ones with the mustaches, I think they're Lord William Epsom, because Lord William Epsom has a mustache and a bow tie, or at least something. So it could be. So there could actually be three lords if you include Simon. So there could be three lords, two barons. So it could be 1432. Nope. Wait, what? Is there a chess piece? Wait, what? Oh. Okay, hang on a second now. Is this camera a camera that has one of these titles? Is there a book that's a major book in the series? Fuck off. Okay, so you're right. There's a queen piece up there. So, yeah, probably. No, is this trophy for the majors? Um, Shit. Okay, right. Let's try adding one to the queen total. So two queens, four counts, three lords, and two barons. Nope. Oh, God damn. We're so close. We've got to be on the right case. That's definitely Herbie. That's definitely Herbert Sinclair. Baron Herbert Sinclair. That is definitely Baron Thomas Sinclair, Herbert's father. We don't know who the fuck that guy is. This fucking guy. I don't know who you are, buddy. But you're right. There are two queens in this room. There's this queen over here, and then potentially this queen. Clever. Okay. And then we're down to, are you a lord or are you not a lord? What if he's not a lord and the only lord in the room is Lord Simon? What if he's just some fucking guy? What if he's the count? What if it's two counts and this guy is just some asshole? Are they human or are they dancers? Exactly. So what if it's 2 queens, 2 counts, 1 lord, and 2 barons? No. Oh man, I am so scuppered. I love the idea that it's a 4 code password because the majors are a red herring. Um, that's 2. So Queen, Count, Lord, Baron. I say that's Lord Simon Sinclair. Well, I don't know if he's Lord Simon Sinclair. He's not referred to as Lord Simon. He's referred to as Simon. So maybe he's not a lord? But that would be 2 queens, 2 counts. Wait, that would be like 2, 2, 2, 2. No. Oh, man. Who are you? Like, and of course we can't pick him up and go, huh? Yeah, what am I missing here? Am I just being really silly? Am I missing something really obvious? Is there significance of being written in red versus black? I think the black was to lead us to count. Now that could be because it's actually Queen, Lord, Baron, Major, but I don't know who the Baron is. Wait, count them up rather than use them as a code. Could you imagine if the puzzle is a single number on the keypad? There are 2 queens because there's 1 queen statue and 1 queen like chess piece. So 2 queens plus we only we don't know who the lords are. I'm guessing 2 lords. So that would be 4 plus 2 barons would be 6. So it says count them though, not add them. Um, I must be missing something, but there's only so many variations. Like there's only so many. I should be able to brute force this at this point. Oh man, come on. What am I doing wrong? There's definitely 1 queen plus that. Um, although, that might not be being counted. Um, Herbie's a baron, definitely. Thomas is a baron, so that's 2 barons, 2 queens, 2 barons. There's 2 people who look like they could be. Um, maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. William Epson. Maybe not. The hair could be wrong. So would that make you major? What if Simon was a major? What if Simon is a major? Because that looks more like a military uniform. That looks more like a military uniform. Also, that facial hair is potentially indicative. Um, so what if you're not a lord? What if you're a major? So we've got 2 queens, 4 counts, 2 lords, 2 barons, and 1 major. I don't know. I I don't know. Hey, this is Ace. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Welcome to I Live Here Now. I permanently live in this room. I am completely lost. Uh, this has to be the answer. This has to be the answer. And I say I like the red herring idea, so if we skip that out. Unless it's March of the Count, unless all of these are fake and it's March of the Count, so it's like 0304. Or the 4th of March. How long have you and Mrs. Cole each other blueprints and white knuckle, right? This is proving tricky. I think we are on the right path, but for the life of me, I can't think of any other combination we haven't tried. Like I'm missing something. Like what am I missing? How many counts were there? Well, the thing is, I'm assuming this guy is a count purely because he looks like a right count. So there's one big un. You appear to be looking right down at me, Git. There's one big un, and then there's one, two, three little uns. Yeah. So there's one big un, one large count, exactly, one large count, and three little counts, little countlings. And then there's. I'm just wondering what order Stephen is trying to enter. Yeah, exactly. Like 0403 or 0304, either of those variations. Um, when we did the safe, though, it was 2512, I think. Um, the counts of March. There are three little ones. 0303. Fuck right off. This is red letter 8, though. Do we have red letter 8? We have never seen red letter 8 before. So this is the first time we have seen. This is the second red letter we have ever seen. So we have never seen red letter 8. How are we doing for ads, by the way? And then Stephen uninstalled the game and disconnected the internet, right? Um, Dear Mr. Sinclair, also March 3rd. Fuck you. Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all of our demands and not involving the police and allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once we had given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully, you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I am sure another red envelope is the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. Oh, oops. Oh, also, I should probably be scanning these pages with the doodad and madood. I don't see. Oh, hold on. So, red letter is written in red, of course, which is very fitting. Um, you are already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there had been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of those points and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. I love it. This is like when someone is a dick to you on a web forum and you go, yeah, sure, whatever, and you finish it, but they want to come back and write a novel explaining why they were a dick to you, and you're already exhausted. Exactly, Brian. You're already exhausted. No, I believe you didn't quite understand why I said what I said about journalism and video games. Let me present a 5-point presentation where I will explain all of my motives for being a dick. First, oh God, we're a page and a half in before we get to first. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colourful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorise. Despite what you may believe, you interpreted as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew. I want to personally assure you that was never any terrible danger. If we give you any impression we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. So, when we blackmailed you and made something you interpret as a threat, not us, we didn't actually mean any actual hurting. We meant hurt his social prospects. So when we said give us what we want or we'll hurt your nephew, we meant like hurt his like social CV. Wow. He said, I think I've read this guy on Twitter. This is a beautiful Am I the Asshole? Oh, someone should post that. Am I the asshole? And then just submit this. Um, and yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. As you've already paid us, there's no point, looking into it. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected, I apologize for any inconvenience you may have felt. I apologize for any feelings you may have had. Nothing to do with me. Any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We wanted on the record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to. And you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever Anonymous, formerly known as Twitter.com. Fucking exhausted. Okay. Hold on, because I'm not typing notes while y'all wait around for that, so I will do that off stream. Cool. Is it ad break time now? Let me see if I can lockpick this. Yeah, I can. Courtyard. It is ad break time. Okay, what we will do is we'll get the ads out of the way real quick, and then we will although actually I think we may have hit a dead end already. Yeah, the door is a keycard door, which means we can't use it. So yeah, we have hit a dead end unless I can find a keycard, which of course I don't have. So yeah, I could go back around here and try go down here, and maybe we'll do that. But yeah, let's take the ad break, and we will come back, wrap this up, and jump into White Knuckle and do a few runs of that, which should be considerably faster paced and less brain thinky. So yeah, that was just bullying with so many words. You relented and gave them whatever they wanted. Yeah, exactly. It's the blah 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 blah. Okay, guy, whatever you want. Well, I think blah blah. Yeah, sure. Carry on. Life is too short, dude. So yes, ad break. 3 minutes. Back then. finish this white knuckle climby times. So yes, back in a few. Ooh, tune. Another good tune. We may be back from the ads. I'm not sure yet. If there is somebody in chat who isn't subscribed, if you could let me know if I'm back from the ads, that'd be cool. I like that one, Banana Mobster. I've never seen the Dread Waffles version of the Dino Dance one. We're back. Cool. Thank you very much. So yeah, did the last letter of each line spell out, "I'm sorry if you feel that you were blackmailed, but you just lost the game." Ah, yeah. I say, when people are dicks, but they also want to force you to sit through a lengthy explanation of why they're not. But yes, let us shoot back in real quick. We will run through. I ran us over to the hallway while we were on the ad break. Didn't actually get any more tea. I just I grabbed some fancy boy juice, so we will run that. But let us. We might as well explore. Can't even pick the locks. Why am I so bad with the lockpick? Like, for real. I really don't want to go back in the closet. What if one of the items is a key card? It's a key. If I could find a key card, I could potentially open that door. Okay, the food war will dead end us. The observatory won't. I have to take something. I could rotate the food war. There we go. We have rotated the food war. Gonna eat all these. There's a money. Then we're gonna open this. I still can't believe that entire thing was the 3rd of March. Assholes. Like that we've collected 2 letters though. Ooh, I could freezer my money and gems for tomorrow since this run is essentially dead anyway. But I think I'm going to keep looking for that key card, because if I can get a key card, I can get back up there. I need to find a key card. Or I need to see if I could open security doors. Actually, can I do that from here? Key card system, security doors, key card system settings, security level, set security level, low. Change offline mode. Oh, offline mode would be fine, but I have to turn the power off, and unfortunately, I don't think I can do that. Keycard system is currently operational. Wait, does that tell me how many key cards there are? There's 1 key, 1 trunk. Oh, I could go open trunks. Let me log in. Do I have any controls or anything else here? I keep getting a like I think it's a L'Oreal like men expert treatment serum with like a blondie kid with blue eyes, and I think I've seen it 14 times in a single day while I was watching the Greater Restoration Cruise streams. It was the same ad over and over and over, just every time. It was exactly the same ad, nothing else. I only saw one ad, but I saw it like 14 times in a single day. Talk about way to make me not want to buy your product. Like, why would I want to buy your product? Special orders. I can order something. I'm just gonna order a shovel because, like, I love the shovel. I don't think there's anything else I can do. View the active terminals. Office is offline. And it is offline. Oh, oh well. I don't think there's anything I can do here. So I need to continue my search. Let's go this way. Locker room. Guest bedroom would give you even more steps. Spread keys throughout the house. Oh, that'd be great. Let's check the ones that are open. I could try lockpicking them though, now that I've got... Oh, I can't lockpick it. Ah. Well, pantaloons to that. You could just feck right off then, so you can. Onwards. A closet again with 2 items. Come on. Shovel and a gem. I want the key card. Give me the key card. Eh. The sauna. I just go into the sauna. We just ended on the sauna because we do have to. Although the lab. What if the lab has a key card? There's the letter. The woman who couldn't get to work because the rooms kept moving. What if the lab had a key card? No, no sign of anything. I don't know what I can do from here. Oh, I can do the experiment setup. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk, gain a star. Whenever you draft a shop room, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door. There's nothing there that's particularly of use. And there's probably no point in not having an experiment running. Probably worth having something. You might as well. Whenever you draft a shop room, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways. Set your dice to 2. So the next time I get a shop room, I'll get 2 dice. It's the same network, I think, though. What if the 15th time you see the ad convinces you to buy the product? I mean, and hey, I need to look after my pores way better than I do, sure. But yeah, exactly. Bombarding me with the same ad, it just, whew, no thank you. Okay, let's get the last door because we really have to get to White Knuckle. Because I have so much I want to do. Yoink. Might as well play it. This is the black box. False. The black box is not empty. This is the black box. So this is the black box. False. This is the black box. False. The black box is not empty. True. End on sauna. Oh, that would have been wonderful. I should have. Master bedroom. We've never been to the master bedroom. Shit. It's a chance to visit a room we've never been to. Oh, there's gonna be secrets in here for sure. What's that say? Simon, I never intended to finish writing this letter, but by now you must know the... Nice. Well played. Take someone to the bedroom. What an impressive cannon you have. Oh, there's a puzzle. Oh, and there's a little instruction-y doodad for the puzzle. Any secret, like writings on the side or hidden details? Usually you can kind of see small writing or pencils. Pin and pine. Again, hats we can never wear. It's very frustrating. We can never wear a single hat. There's a fucking fuck off sword on the wall. Jeez, oh. Ooh. Oh, look. Looks like a bit like Chris Evans when he has a beard. Huh. Interesting. When you zoom in, you can see where they accidentally clipped the picture. See it? Whoops, someone's layers aren't quite right. Yeah. Um. Oh. Oh, here we go. To my encouraging uncle who opened many doors for me. Ever grateful, Mary. P.S. They made me change the ending, of course, as you predicted. Oh. They made me change the ending. So they made me change the ending. So is this ending different to the ending in the nursery? It doesn't seem like a different ending. Does that suggest that the ending of this book, of The Red Prince, this isn't the original ending? Is there a missing page? Is there another piece somewhere? Oh, what if there's something hidden on one of these pages? What if there's something like, how many times does he have the book open? Okay, it's only the once. Yeah, you can't read anything there. Can't read anything there. I was like, what if I can read the missing page? Is there any difference between these two pages? Hang on, if they change the ending, what if after this, what if there's an extra page that's been taken out? So it ends on this, the red book we've just read. What if this isn't the red book? Ooh. Okay, let's solveify this thing. Oh. Whoa, wow, I totally fucked that one up. Where's the... Okay. Nope. God, I hate this. Nope, wrong one. God damn. This one is much more annoying than the other ones. Hooray! Allowance token. So that increases our allowance. Well, so it was worth popping in anyway. Okay, so this is the end of the run. Yes. This is the end of the run no matter what we do. And they got like 2 bloomin' swords. Any extra clues? But that's interesting that there might be another red book. That's cool. Oh, also, controls for the fountain elevators are located behind the fountain wall. The foundation elevators. The foundation elevators. There's a foundation elevator. The foundation elevator. There's a foundation elevator? Well, that's new. So yeah, that's a new thing. So if I stand there, there's controls. This means the controls can only be accessed by another room adjacent to the foundation. Unclear if this is a security feature or a flaw. Please advise. What's this? Okay. Well, that's good to learn. We'll try that next time. Okay. We have to call it here. We'll call it a day, and then we will switch games. Still, we learned a couple of things. At least we got to open that bloomin' safe. Oh, so sad that we couldn't get closer to the thingy. Let's take a pause. Oh, yeah, the secret blackmailer. Actually, interesting thing. We had a couple of staff members who appear to no longer be with us, and I suspect one of those is the secret blackmailer. They made a point of saying, "You put these in desk drawers? The fuck? They should be in safes." So I suspect that's where we ended up with those from. It could be Christoph or the guy who was in the hovel trying to find the 46th room. It could have been him because he could have found the letters and that could have given him a clue to the existence of the 46th room. That's a whole thing. But yeah, let us switch games, and there should be significantly less thinking now. Not that I was doing much thinking, to be fair. I really need to not play puzzle games at the end of a long day. Let us change games, and we will do something else. Almost clicked on Marvel Rivals. Ha.